Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. My name is Coral, also known as Coralite, and I'm here to show you how to use this model. Now, first tip, tracking. If the model is not moving like this once you import it into the program of VTuber Studio, it's probably because of the webcam. Now, I'm currently using an iPhone with Face ID. This allows me to have more smooth movements. My eyes are in sync. My mouth is moving. I can raise my eyebrows, lower them. Everything's not moving like crazy. What usually happens when you use a regular webcam is what the common issue is. You're gonna have like stuttery eyes. So like you're gonna have them out of sync. They're gonna be probably like moving very weird. Like you have them wide open and you're just like trying to go down. Your eyebrows are probably not move. Your mouth probably won't move. You probably won't be able to do this either. So if you don't have BeBridger installed, also I believe BeBridger is you're only able to use it with an iPhone. So also be aware if you do end up buying it, because you do have to pay for the program because it's a integrated program you can put here on VTuber Studio, and it just won't work. I don't think it would work with just a regular webcam. If it does, let me know. if you find a way to make it work with just a webcam, let me know, because I would like to put my phone to rest. So let's get to the customization parts. So first off, you're probably going to be on this page, the little gear icon. You're going to want to go to webcam and tracking. So actually I'm wrong. Oh yeah, here you have the sensitivities. I think this will also help with the webcam. Okay. Yes, I know where I wanted to go now. Okay. So here, currently at this very moment in this video, I am currently using the parameter mouth open at 0.5. The reason why I have it at 0.5 is because when I talk, how I naturally talk, I barely move my mouth. I have a very like closed talking habit, I guess you could say. I don't really move my mouth much. Just my lips. You just see my lips moving a little bit. But if you want it back at 1, you can do that. That's up to you. I did it at 0.5 because that's how it's more comfortable with the tracking for the illusion, I guess you want to say. You see, it takes more effort for me to show the mouth moving. I have to open my mouth a lot wider. Otherwise, just leave it back at 0.5 if you like how fast and snappy it is, and you don't have to move your mouth as much to show it talking. All right. Another thing before you go to the next part. So most likely, if you watch this video after seeing that there was a red X when you put the the X symbol on the eye, you're gonna go to customize model, customize multiply screen color for our meshes, and you're gonna see it's gonna be the first one in blue. It's gonna be called XR, so that it's gonna be blue. It's gonna be lit up like this. So all you gotta do is turn it off. This right here, the filter, is whenever you do want to find a specific part, but otherwise it does get highlighted. Whenever you highlight over a part, it does tell you what it is called. So like inner ear L, I can just type in inner ear L. It'll be the first one right there. See? Now this, only touch this if you do want to like separate the colors, like the parts to have different colors. Otherwise, just go here to the hotkey settings and expressions, and you can find all the options that I set up already. So here we have 2 examples. The first one is the one I did for a video for Instagram, just to show like already pre-made customization. You don't have to use this. That's just was a test for me. Here it was another video I was doing to show you to saw how to separate the colors of the eyes. I turned it off already. So if you, whenever you do press 3, so I have this on the right side, so there's a little keypad that's on the right side of your keyboard. If you have like the mini keyboard, you're not gonna have that, but if you have like a regular full-size keyboard on the number pad, just press 3, and if it shows red, just go to where I showed you before. So let's get to the important part, the more important part, the one you're probably here for. So expression editor, so you're gonna press there, create new expression. Make sure you put the name, because then it won't let you continue. So you're gonna have to put the expression name. So we're gonna put this test 4. Yes, that's 4. So that's how I'm titling it for the video, but you can name it however you want. Here we have the pupil base color. I do recommend to keep an eye on the value, the number here, so you can copy and paste it to the other eye. So the pupil is the only thing that I did to have separate colors. So everything else is basically in unison. So on both sides will change color. Some other things you can, I have here they're separate, but you know. So here you go. Let's, for the sake of the video, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 again, because that's how bright I want it. So here you change the brightness, how dark or light you want it to be. Since I want both pupils to be the same color, I went ahead. I'm going ahead and doing this. So here we have the pupils. Next, inner color. So you see now, just like the LPS, there's going to be inner ring and the outer ring. Here we mess with the brightness. Here's the outer eye color. Here I want it darker. And then we have beautiful brown eye. Here we have the eye glare. So if you don't want any of the glares, I believe, yes, okay, so it's going to be at 2. If you don't want the top one, you don't have to have it. If you want none, it's at 3. If you want just the bottom, again, like I said, 2. If you are fine with having everything in, leave it as is. Don't turn it on. You don't gotta turn it on. Here we have the highlights. The highlights are the shapes I put in. If you don't want any, all the way to the end. If you do, we have these options. So 1. You can mix and match them. It's just one eye with a star. You can do that. I do recommend just putting a number itself, because otherwise you're gonna have like overlapping things going on, and it kind of looks strange. So just have a set number. If you're fine with this, the circles, just turn it off, and you don't have to mess with it. Then we have the eye shapes. We can do all the way sad. We can do angry. We can do for this shape. You can combine them. You can combine them, but it's funny looking. You see, it's like but yeah, that's the eye shapes. If you don't want any lashes, by the way, you can just turn them off here. So you see, it works with everything else. We have tiers, so you can set up a hotkey for that as well as a separate hotkey. Here we go to dust blur. So these are the little eye details. So in the pupil, you can turn it all the way on, and here you just mess with the colors. So everything you can mix and match again. You can put them all on. Again, if you're watching this after and you see this red, go back to art mesh editing. But yeah, you can just do whatever. You just combine everything. You don't have to, but you you have that option. You got flower, you got star, you got dust. There's like regular dust. Let me show you. Let's turn this off. Oh yeah, I missed this. And here we don't have the blur. It's just this. And here, oh yeah. So that's the end of the eye particles, as you can see. Here we have the back mouth color. So I left it gray for you guys, so you can just put whatever color you want. Up to you. I'm just gonna go ahead and make it like that. Body color. Here again, I do recommend to copy and paste the color value, whatever you want to call it. So for here, I just want to have it red, and here the brightness, I want it to be like this. So I'm just gonna copy. So Control C. Same here. Put it red, and now the brightness, I have it at that. Control V for paste. Because I don't think, yeah, you can't really like paste it within. So you're gonna have to use like the keyboard shortcuts for that, or you can just manually put it in. Here we have brow color, so 1. I want them darker than the base. Here we have tongue color, so base is pink. You just put it to 1. Sorry, to 1. And here you change the color of the tongue. So if you like it pink, you just turn it off. Here we have neck floofs. Whenever you do use these add-in parts, make sure to put them all away. Otherwise you're gonna have like transparency. Unless you're fine with that, you know, it's great for you if you like it. You want it that way. That's why, you know, it's customization. So here we have the color and the brightness as well. We have different neck floofs, by the way. We have this like this straight. We have this a little tilted to the side. We have this here. And ideally, this is the last one right here. So, yeah. Again, if you want it to be the same color as the body. Yes, here, yeah, the same thing. It'll be like that. Just copy and paste. Otherwise, just remember, write it down, type it down, however you want. It's just faster that way if you just copy and paste. But, see? Here we have tail. So here we have the tail options. Here again, you're gonna want to just use this string number. So we have striped. We have this. We have floofy with stripes. Floofy with no stripes. Mermaid tail. And then no tail. So if you don't want a tail, want to put your own one, because I know there's assets you can just drop into VTube Studio, and it can just, you can just put it there behind the model. Okay, here we have the tail color. So here you change the color again if you want the same color, or you can have a different color if you want it the same, not a different color. It's up to you. But for the video, I'm doing this. Here we have ear shapes. Here I recommend, again, do the base, this straight up number, no decimals. So we have here. Another tip for those who are watching this video. The stripes, the ear patterns, they're not for these ears. So the extra ears that you see here, they don't have, oh yeah, if you want your own ears, just put it all the way in here and just attach your own ears. Or if you want to have it bald like this. I mean, this would kind of work for like a rabbit or other animal, I guess. Once you're more familiar, more comfortable with using the program, you can, you know, mess around with it more. We have an ear, the tiger ears. On the tiger ears, if I'm correct, yeah, they're gonna be called ear round. Ear round, ear round, ear round. So here we have inner fluff. You can turn it off if you don't want it. You want to add your own thing. Yeah, this is the inner, the ear, the fluff, the brightness. So we're gonna go back to 1 so I can show you the options that you have for the pointy ears. So I'm just gonna turn it off since I'm using the base. The base ear color. You can have it however, whatever color you want. Whatever color you want, don't matter. It's all however you want. So I'm just gonna put it in 1 because I want it to be the same color. Ta-da! Here's the inner ear color. This, I believe I have it on multiply. So depending on what color is under, you see, depending on the color that's under the base ear color, this is gonna change. So the lighter the ears, the more obvious the color is, but the darker it is, you're not gonna see. You're just gonna see them get darker. That's another tip there for you, in case you encounter this, like, why are they changing color? Well, because of it's pretty dark, the color of the ears. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, so how light and dark you want it, same thing. This, you don't need it. This is for the round. You got floppy ears. Oh, sorry, my cat is walking in phone. Okay. So here, yeah, the floppy ears color. So you have, ear shape. So you have the floppy ears. The accessories and everything else, they work fine with these parts, so you don't gotta worry about that. And yeah, you do need to change the color. Ear shapes, let's turn it off. I'll show you after. Okay, so base ears. So these are the base ears. Base ear fluff. Again, you're gonna probably want to put the straight up number, like no decimals. There's different options. There's that. I also did like an option where you can combine them. So it's gonna be called base ear tough combo. And they'll be there. So if you want both parts there, you go like this. And they'll be there. And here you wait. Inner fluffy. Oh yes, this is for that. There's something else here that I remember putting. Oh, base ear, inner ear fluff. Here we have 1, 2, and 3. Now, I did these circles one reason. If you know how to edit the texture files, I believe, if I'm not wrong, you can just make whatever shape. Because this already exists as a mesh itself. As long as you are within these borders, within the circle borders, you can just put any other shape. So you just color it, put whatever design on there. But you can change the colors here if you like the circles. As is, you can do that. So I'm just gonna go like that. And there we have a semi-complete model. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm going crazy. Okay. Inner tip brightness. that base ear tuft? Ear tuft tip. What was this again? I don't remember. Ah, here is the color. This is for the tip, so this is just the top part. So here we have the ear tip color. Make sure you have these on. Yes, I know. It's all the way down here, but here is the rest of the options, so if you want to change them individually. Now for these added parts, as you can see, the line art is combined with the color. So whenever you do a lighter color, you're gonna have like this ghostly effect here. I recommend just to leave it as like a regular color, but if you're fine with just doing this, because at the end your ears do tend, also the ears have the same thing. So or no, I think I did it with separate. I think I did do separate. Yeah, I definitely did. So We're just gonna leave it like that. Same here. So the brightness. Ah, stripe. So here are the patterns that I was talking about before. So this is also on multiply, how I set it up in Light 2D. So whatever color is under affects the color that you have for the stripe. So the lighter the ear, the more obvious the color is, it changes. Otherwise, you're gonna have that going on, you know. Go back up. So what was it? Ear. Again, if you're having trouble finding a certain thing, just go here, put ear, and there. And let's just delete it if you want to go back to where you were. So where we were at here, yes. So stripe your brightness. You can guess, I guess you can just call it like the opacity. Here are the stripes. So these are not on multiply. Here you can actually see the color change. Doesn't matter what color is under. Same with brightness. Here we have the gradient, just turn it on. It's also on multiply, so be aware, this is gonna be darker looking. Let's take out these stripes because I don't want them right now. Inner tip, so this is the inner. Base your inner. Oh yes, okay, so that's that. And here's the inner gradient. So the inside, if you want both sides to be having like the little gradient look. Again, it's on multiply, so it's just gonna look darker unless you're like white, like the lighter colors. You're gonna see the other ones. Here we have base earrings. So these are earrings that you can only use with these ears. So we can also change the color on them. Again, just put a number. That way you know. So yeah, just turns them off here. Okay. The color, brightness. another option you have here, and you can combine these as long as they're not on the same parameter itself, you can combine everything else together. So this is the color. Here we have flower earring. So now these earrings, by the way, you can change the petal color. So each petal you can make it a different color. Otherwise, here you just do it normal. So this is the inner, and like how light you want it to be in the petals. Okay, here we have ear clips. So we have different, you can put on this, that, or both together. This, that, both together. So the color, the brightness, everything. Now for the ears. I mean, what am I talking about? For the hair. Now for the hair, you put it all the way to the end. When you put it all the way to the end, by the way, there is a gradient. Just leave it at 1. And there will be no gradient. The gradient will not work. But if you do, it's fine. That way, you know, they don't kind of like. By the way, also, for the gradients of the hairs, they're also on multiply. So the color is affected based on the color on the bottom. So as you can see here. And I haven't even touched like the brightness or the gradient color, you see. So depending what color you have under it, it is effective. You see. For that's hair 7, hair 6, hair 5, hair 3. Yeah, I know, I have them weirdly numbered. It was for me, but then I ended up just leaving them like that. So we have hair 3, it's a little hair. You can combine them all. Like I said before, it's just gonna look kind of crazy. But if you like the crazy look, fantastic. We have the hair 1, hair 2. That's the last hair, by the way. Oh, for hair 2, there's a butterfly you can put on here. You know, it's like, look at it. It's a little butterfly. You can change the color of the butterfly. The wings, you can change them. Otherwise, you can just go into the mesh settings and change the color there once you turn it on. If you don't have it on, look, you say it's back up in the air and it's invisible. So you can hit brightness. If you don't want the, I mean, you can leave the butterfly on, by the way. It's just gonna be floating there. So, you said it doesn't work really well for everything else, but you can have a little butterfly if you want it there. Okay, so now for the head accessories, all the way. There's this option too if you just want to have a little curly vine thing coming out. And you can just attach something to it, something else if you want. Here you can change the leaf color on its own, the vine color on its own. Here we have the toadstool, mushroom, however you want to call it. You can have this floating, this part on its own, or just one. Right here, you can have the entire toadstool. Here we can change the toadstool color. Brightness, everything is there. Again, if you want to mess, just turn it on. Make sure to always have it on. That way you can mess with the colors in the art mesh settings. Here we have bow. You can change the bow color. We have the halo. You have horns. Oh yeah, you can do just one side if you want. I wanted to give you that option as well because I know it's a little bit annoying going back and forth. So you can also change the horn colors. Here we have the ET head. I call it ET, you know, just for the sake of the alien thing. You can change the colors as well. You have the star. It's a little tiny bouncing star. We got sapling. We got front head wings. Again, you can combine as many things as you like. It's up to you. It's just gonna look a lot of stuff. But that's for you to decide, you know, up to you to decide, yeah? Okay, we got the, oh yes. So, bowhead L. Now, this, don't pay attention to the L. I forgot to take that off. You have different options. We can go like this. Change the number. And you see there's different combinations. Now this will change the color of the top here, and this is the bottom. Wait, did it do? Oh! Okay, here, you see? We have fins. You can change the fin like bones, I guess you can call it. And I accidentally put these backwards, so it doesn't matter at the end. You know, it's just the same thing. Here we have head wings, the wings in the back. They don't flap like the other ones. I thought it would be a little. I didn't want to make the model too much. I didn't want it to be too heavy or hard on your computers. So I just made it as simple as I possibly could. So just a little few like physics here and there. We have unicorn horn. Antenna. So like, you know how the butterflies, LPS butterflies have like a sort of like curvy antennas. We have head fluff. So this is the fresh fluff. Now, a tip for this. I recommend that you don't use the face patterns on this. If you do plan on having this, I mean, you can. It just looks weird. It looks off. I'll show you why. So you see white blush. White blush, by the way, is also on multiply. So you see it cuts off. Now I had to do some weird thing for the face pattern not to be overlapping the mouth, because there was some issues coming with the patterns. They were just going in the mouth, and it did not look nice. It looked bad. So this is up to you. I don't recommend using it with other face patterns. Some face patterns, you know, like the center face pattern. I'll show you now. So this is yeah. Oh, also you can have it on one side only. So if you just want it on one side. But yeah, you can do the same thing here. So head flip 2, you have it at 1. Okay, so here we have 1, and brush brightness is we have the same color. Just be aware, anything that any like parts, any like face patterns that you see, they're not gonna overlap well with the, unless you don't mind it. Here we have no shape. Change the color. We have the angry emote, so you just set it up on your own hotkey. Love emote. Yay, love emote. And then we got the explanation. We have heart face, so here you will see, again, a lot of these are just on multiply, so I'm going to give the Chinese look. mouth mark. I'm gonna multiply. So just be aware. We got orange upper lip. That's when you have like the calico. So when you have this base white, you're gonna see that this is orange. Same thing here. This is gonna be orange. It's gonna be dark orange. Oh, here I have it. This is the orange, by the way, I'm referencing to. Forehead stripes. So you have that. Again, this is on multiply, so you're not gonna see the color changing unless you're on the, unless you have like a lighter color, you'll see the change. Otherwise, when you have it dark, you're not gonna see the change color change. What else? Face scale. These ones, I don't have them on multiply. And yeah, by the way, with the blush, you see they kind of like, since the blush is on top of the color, this fish scale, so we're gonna have like some gradient look, so you can kind of combine those things. Brightness, scale, sensor face gradient. Turn it on. Get this dark patch. This on that side. Yes, the center face stripe. This one is not a multiply, so this one you can just change the color. Face patch left. This is also just straight up color, so you can just and again, you can just do it. Face patch right. Also, just play around with all the parameters. Just make sure you turn them on before you do the color and brightness. Otherwise, you're gonna be confused what's going on. So you see. So these look fine with the face lux. We have freckles. Center face freckles. So if you just want them there in the center. Triangle freckles, my favorite kind. You can change the color. So when they do pop up white, you'll see that there's ones that you can change the color. We have a heart. So if you want to have a little beauty mark. You can combine them actually, these ones, you can put them all together. You have a moon mark as well. You can just have one at a time. Okay, so these ones, I went ahead and did like different. So we got all the stripes, you can turn them all on. Just go all the way. Now here we select the color. And with the brightness, see, you can just take, you have the option just to do that if you want to do that. Yeah, I saved you the trouble of that. Otherwise you could do the same thing basically when it comes to the art mesh. We have the wings, so we have this wing, we got these tiny ones, the bat wings, and the butterfly fairy wings. And you can change the color here. And the brightness. And that is it, I believe. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. Ignore the brow, raw angle, cheek. Okay, here are the body accessories. So we have the scarf. You change the scarf color. Bandana. Again, you can combine everything. Just remember, some things won't work with other things. We got neck frill. This I think works okay with the pearl necklace. If you like it that way, perfect. Poncho. Now, again, like I said, you remember how I said about the circles I have here on the ears? I did that as well for this. I did this on purpose. as well. So if you want to have the poncho different design, you can put your own little design there, like a shirt, I guess you can call it. We have the colored option. So this one, we got collar on its own, collar with the little belt thing loop, and here we have tie. So if you want to use, I do recommend having the collar charms. So these are the color charms. So we can have just the ring with the heart, the little fish, or the plain dog tag. So you can also mess with the ring color, and you can mess with the charm color. And for the tie, if you have the tie on, which is all the way at the end, change the color of, oh yes, here it is, right here. I'm gonna turn off these. Here we have cape. We can change the gem color, cape color, and we can add the boots if you want little boots. Same thing, we can mess with the textures. And I believe that is it. Everything else is physics, and hopefully you're happy with the results. So for example, it says for the demonstration, press save, and you're gonna create new hotkeys for all unused expressions. So the last one we made is the only one that doesn't have the hotkey. So I'm gonna go ahead and press 4 because I want to use the number pad 4. And there we go. That's how you add your thing. So create an expression, goes back to blank. So I'll go here. Oh wait, yeah, here. Turn them on. Save. Create an expression. Oh yeah, get on. Create an expression. I'm going to use hotkeys. Press 5, 4, and 5. Now we got that zone thing. And I think that's it for the presentation. I hope you understood. If you have any questions whatsoever, or if you see any issue, if you run into any issues with the rigging or anything at all, let me know and I will fix it, and I will put a new updated version up onto Booth or Ko-Fi, wherever you purchase from. Also, I had this on VGen. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye bye.